Hello everybody, my name is Pietari Keskinen and I will be presenting our exploratory paper. By the time that you will be seeing this, I will be enjoying the nearly endless summer nights of Finland. Our paper is taking place in a little bit different kind of context as it discusses the platform jobs and especially in Global South. So the name of this exploratory paper is Worker Empowerment in the Era of Sharing Economy Platforms in Global South. So, as you might have seen, the sharing economy platforms have quite recently changed on how do the employments are organized. The users of these platforms act in entrepreneurial manner, completing different types of tasks for these platforms. The task might be driving people around, creating materials for artificial intelligence, or just generally helping others in their daily activities. The discussion on these platforms has been mostly revolved around Global North, and the problems of these platforms are being discussed in this context. However, as I show in this exploratory paper, the context in Global South might be so different that the discourse might not be totally relevant there. Participatory design has always been interested about laboring conditions, and I think that PD has a lot to give in the discussion on how sharing economy should be handled in going forward. So, what is sharing economy? In this paper, sharing economy means digital platforms that offer the users a chance to trade services for financial gains with other users. Examples of these are Uber, TaskRabbit, and Amazon Mechanical Turk. It is important to notice that in the most basic form, these platforms facilitate discussion between two types of users, those who are willing to buy services and those who are offering these said services. This dynamic means that the platforms are difficult to start. In order of generating value for the users, both types of users need to be present. And more there are sellers, more the platform offers value to buyers and vice versa. A starting platform needs to get both types of users on board, even though the platform does not offer them much value in the start. The central question in the discussion regarding these platforms is whether they are passive billboards that just connect the different types of users, or have they, in fact, become employers of the users who earn money through these services. The central theoretical framework for this paper is the concept of empowerment. I am trying to answer the question whether the sharing economy platforms empower their users or not. Empowerment as concept is used in literature quite often, but it does not have clear definition. However, there are two primary ways to understand the word. Either empowerment means the power to act or liberation from some sort of oppression. A good software might empower its users to do new things or do old things more efficiently. This is what is meant by power to act. A good software might also help voters to organize, labor to get more rights, or provide education for the uneducated. This is what is meant as a liberation from oppression. So, are the sharing economy platforms empowering their users? In short, they are not empowering if the empowerment is understood as liberation from oppression, but they might actually be empowering if empowerment is seen as an ability to act. The important question to ask here are what kind of change does the platforms represent? If the society does not offer any benefits for unemployment and there is shortage of regular employmentships, the platform jobs might actually be an improvement. Also, platforms might offer at least some regulation and documentation that is lacking from informal employments. They offer at least some possibility to earn money and to know who the otherwise undocumented workers are working with. This has been a real safety issue in the unregulated labor market in the Global South. Problematization of forced entrepreneurship seems to assume that there is a real alternative to it. The alternative might be the unemployment benefits from the society. This might be the case in the global north, but not necessarily so in the global south. If the platform jobs are replacing unemploymentships, they might actually be a good thing. However, we don't know what the long-term effects of these platform jobs are. In the best case, they might serve as a stepping stone to regular employmentships. In worst case, they replace the employed positions and force all the workers to act as an entrepreneurs. So, what should we do about the platform jobs? They are going to be part of labor markets in the foreseeable future, whether we like it or not. Participatory design has tools that has made working more democratic and empowering in past, and it could do so now also in the future. In global side, these platforms could even be part of the solution rather than the problem. Replacing the platforms with more democratic alternatives is nearly impossible due to the network effects the existing platforms have on their side. The empowering of the workers needs to practically happen with the existing platforms. Maybe some sort of labor unions for the platform workers could be a solution in the future. Participatory design has worked with the unions in the past, and maybe we could now use it to build better future for the platform workers. Thank you very much for your interest. Now it's time to switch off the video and start the video call discussion.